Welcome back, everybody. My name is Predator54, aka Adam, coach of the Chesney Park Slowpokes, and today we face off against Pokebaldy, coach of the Dundee Darmanitans, in week number 4 of Soul Dew Association. My intro got corrupted, and then this also had no audio. I do not know what happened to OBS, but I'm just doing the simple intro now, and we will hop on into the battle. So, I brought Mirror Herb Teropkos and Fezidipity expecting his Terra Captain of Poltergeist, which did not come. I don't think a single Terra Captain came this week. So that's interesting. Yeah. So we're just going to lead. I think I led Choice Scarf Flamingo, or I was talking about it here, and we were just going to hop on into it. As you can see in front of you, I'm not really thrilled with the team that came because I did prep for this, but not well enough. Screamtail, Morgrim, and Gudra is just so incredibly hard to break, and I'm not exactly sure if I even can. So, we're just going to swing away here. Granted, I wish I would have noticed. Um yeah, I'll see it as soon as I go to make my first swap that my Sceptile at some point I notice is not Terra fighting. So that is a little bit of a handicap, because that ends up meaning the end game against all odds is incredibly harder on me. But without further ado, we are going to hop on into this. He sends out Screamtail, which, great. I realistically do not want to deal with this thing, so I U-turn out, I believe. Just to see what this thing's investment is, and it ends up being exactly what I thought it was. Hold on. So he goes hard into this. He goes for T-Wave immediately, which is definitely interesting.
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are
Sorry, I'm trying to get music going. So I click Scald here. Hopefully I can get a burn. Put some Lo-fi music on in the background so there's not points in this where you just don't hear me. And they goes for Stealth Rock. I go for Scald, hoping maybe I can get a burn and potentially cancel out the leftovers, but I don't. I'm kind of on the back foot here because this Screamtail is nearly impossible for anything on my team to deal with, and I'm realizing this now. So I'm just gonna, I believe I start setting spikes. Because he shows Wish here. And then I set a spike. I'm like, oh, okay. What is this? So he showed 3 moves now. T-Wave, Wish, Stealth Rocks, and I believe I see his last move here, because I believe I outpace him and he goes for Roar. Yep, I outpace him. Do not get any form of status on him. Like, T-Wave or Burn on this thing would have helped so much. In comes Fezzidipity. I take hazard damage. This gets all the way back to full, and I'm just like, crap. I made the read of the century here. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna go Goodrow. Alright, I can deal with this. And I wait to see if I am correct. Alright, so this is Technician boosted double kick right here. So, they take damage from the spikes, and they take a lot of damage from that. And that is range to get the roll for a 2-hit KO. Until the leftovers proc. Now it's more of an issue. So, I go for it again. Because it's pretty safe going in anything, because nothing wants to switch into a double kick on his team except for Screamtail. And Screamtail does not want to come back in on a poison type. So I go for this, and he's either going to stay in, he's either going to go Screamtail, or he's going to go into his Morgrem. So double kick still feels safe. And he goes into his Morgrem. Takes spikes. And it takes double kick damage, which does surprisingly a lot for an Eviolite Mon. But I double checked. That is not Eviolite. That is light clay damage. Because there's no way I realistically should have done that much. So, I go for Poison Tail here, just in case. Right about now, Fezzidipity is the only thing keeping Screamtail realistically in check. So, we gotta be careful. And he goes for the Reflect. And then I go Poison Tail to this, and it drops, even through Reflect. I did not get the crit on that, so that was raw damage. And then I'm sitting here questioning, what is he going to go into? And here's where I probably make a horrible mistake. Because if I remember right, what is it? This thing comes in. I should have swapped on this thing. 100%. I should have immediately gone into my Pincurchin here. Instead, I swing, forgetting there's Reflect. If I would have went hard in Pincurchin, let it die, and then brought Bundle in to smack this thing in the face, completely different game. But I did not do that. I did not even consider it. So I stayed in. This is my only thing stopping Screamtail. And it's kind of annoying that I just potentially sack it the way I do. And now I can't even come into rocks. So now I'm forced to attack. This was just me being incredibly stupid here. And I should have just sacked the Pincurchin. But my logic behind staying in was if I hit it, it can't set T-spikes. Which is also incredibly stupid of me. So, I'm thinking for a while here, and I go Terapagos. And then I realize I made a mistake in my set. I did not take stored power off of this and put Earthquake like I wanted. So, I have realistically no way of hitting this. And I didn't notice it until after I brought it in. So I just clicked stored power. So that's on me. I could have actually dealt with this thing.
When you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides
I hate ads.
but you really need
So much for an ad-free Lofi. So I gave up its Terapgos for no reason because I decided to alter this set. Or, sorry, forget to alter this set. But then again, it was here. Stored power was for Poltergeist came. But I forgot to literally tech Earth Power. Or tech Rock Polish in general. So, now I go Pincurchin. Take a little bit of hazard damage. So I'm like, okay, now's the time to sack this, so I can go bundle. Something I should have done a long time ago when I sacrificed other Pokemon stupidly for this. I click Protect for some reason. I don't know why I click Protect. This is me just like, why? Maybe I was seeing what he would actually go for. I don't know. Protect seemed very weird on my part. Oh, no. I'm trying to stall screen turns. So I protected to get rid of a turn of screens. And then I Scald here after thinking about swapping. And lo and behold, surprise to me, I lived this. I'm like, okay, die. I love Lamp more like I love Scald. I'm happy. I'm just glad the Reflect's gone. I still have this to swap into rocks. I believe. Yeah, I survived rocks, so I can set the terrain one more time. The problem is, what comes in is absolutely annoying. And he could have actually ended this game right here, right now. Because he clicks Wish. I go for Discharge. I do not get the para. Okay, at this point, I'm annoyed. No para. Does not do enough. Leftovers goes up. But what he does now, which is obvious, he's going to Wish Pass. He goes hard into Goodra. And I'm actually surprised by... I get the para on the wrong fucking mon. Because if I got the para on the Screamtail, it might have actually saved me a little bit. Because it means I would have been able to risk a Swords Dance on Sceptile. Like, and get a full para and been fine. But I don't believe I've seen the last move on Screamtail yet. So I'm sitting here like, what do I do? I should have swapped. I stayed in like an idiot when I should have went hard Flamigo. I'm sitting here literally talking to myself. Do I just attack or do I just swap? I want to so bad. I want to so bad. And I drift. and go Sceptile. And I'm like, okay, I can still work with this in my head. I'm thinking, I meant to go Flamigo. I'm a little annoyed with myself. As you can tell, I'm getting frustrated on my screen. He goes for Acid Armor. Had I gone Flamigo immediately, I could have just hammered this thing with close combat and it would not have been that big of an issue. But instead, I go for Sword Stance here, realize I am Terra Electric, and I was like, well, fuck. I can't hit this thing because I'm not Terra fighting. I'm like, well, this might as well be game. And then he Dragon Tails me out. So it did not matter regardless. So he's Acid Armored up. It sends me back into Pincurchin. It's like, okay. I die regardless. I'm frustrated. So I decide I'm just going to stay in and attack this thing. And here's where it just gets absolutely annoying. Oh, I set spikes as the acid armor because I might as well set for a prep game, end game, and go for a crit. It's all I can do now is pray for a Flamigo crit. That's it. A crit is the only thing that saves me, or getting full parried a lot. So I just go for spikes again. I might as well. So there's 3 layers up now. And I'm just like waiting patiently for him to kill me, because even at +2 defense, I don't kill with CC, and he's able to revenge me back on the Flamigo and everything else on my team. And then full paras start happening. I was like, I could have free swapped there. So this gets incredibly annoying very quickly. I'm not like the biggest fan of stall, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to win. But the fact he didn't body press sooner and actually got all the way to +6 kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because he could have just attacked and ended the game. Like, if he Dragon Tailed there and sent me into Flamigo or anything else, it realistically was game. The +4 and +6 on the Dragon Tail, the Acid Armor was absolutely not necessary, and it really got under my skin. I get it. Playing safe, you want to, but there's a time and a place for it when you already have the game. At this point, I do not have the pieces left to even remotely break anything. So I have to hope for multiple full Pharas. If I could get 6 of these, I could do something with Ice Beam. But I am not. I do not have the luck of the gods. If I had the luck of the gods, I would have burned or paralyzed the Screamtail, and I would have gotten some of the threats. And I just absolutely get blown back by this. So at this point, Pincurchin, Bundle are dead. It's just 2 Mons remaining. And I just need luck on my side to even get another kill. So we're going to see what happens with that. I don't know why my taskbar keeps popping up, and I'm sorry about that, because I'm not even touching anything on my mouse or keyboard or anything. So I'm praying for a crit. Crit is the only thing that saves me, or a full para. I live on 2. That is a roll. He got the lowest roll possible on -1 defense Flamigo. And that realistically kind of matters because he gets the full para here. If he got the roll on Flamigo, Sceptile comes in and just dies to this. So The only thing that full para changes is differential. Instead of a 4-0, this is a 3-0. So I kill this thing, and right about now I'm thinking, okay, so he goes into Weavile and just ends this game with Ice Shard, because after Rocks, I do not take it with Sceptile. But he's also got to consider I am potential Terra Fighting Vacuum Wave, which, understandable, is justifiable. But I'm sitting here saying, if he does if he wants to be respectable, he'll go Weavile. If he wants to be disrespectful, he will go into Screamtail, and I will just concede the game if he clicks Wish. And that actually ends up happening. I get frustrated, and I just say GG, tell him to give all the kills to Screamtail, because we discussed it afterwards. He considered doing Wish, Roar Me Outs, and there's realistically nothing I can do. And I would have went into Hazards. He would have roared me again after the Wish. I would have been spun into Hazards again. And then by the time Sceptile came in, it would not have mattered if I was Terra Fighting, because Vacuum Wave would have killed me. So even if I submitted, it still would have been a 1-0 or, a 2-0 or 3-0 loss, depending on how this played out, because I just cannot break this Screamtail. So I know when a game is over with, and I'm just not going to sit around and wait. But hopefully I can bounce back next week against my opponent when I play Godbear, because yeah, like you say, he roared me out, and I'm frustrated. So after the Rocks, I am at 75 HP, which is can kill Bandit Ice Ray. So I'll hit this thing, he'll roar me out, and that's it. So like and subscribe if you haven't. Enjoy, and I'm gonna catch you guys later next week, and hopefully I never have to be put in a situation where I have to quit the match again. But it was just unwinnable at that point, and I just didn't want to sit through the stall. So anyways, catch you guys later. Peace.